Let me play it loud. Let me play it loud like. Let me play it loud.
Welcome, Jason Derulo.
Hey, how you going?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic, can't complain.
So you were in Toronto until we were just talking off the air here until 3 o'clock today, and then you're off to New York?
Yeah, actually shooting another video in New York.
For what song?
Fight For You.
Ah, very cool. Well, let's talk about Future History. First, why the name Future History?
Future history, well, it represents where I've come from. You know, it's been a long road to get to where I am, and right now is the bridge between where I've come from and where I see myself going in the future.
Now, a lot of women would say that it takes 9 months to create the greatest accomplishment of their lives, which is a baby. And I found it interesting that it took you 9 months to create what you call your biggest accomplishment, which is this album.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like I like planned that, but that's kind of nice how you put that together. I didn't even notice that.
9 months and it's your baby.
Ah, see, nice. I like that. I mean, you start using that everywhere now.
There you go. Well, congrats on the first single, Don't Want to Go Home, which is platinum in Canada.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
The fans love you here. And now you've got the new single, It Girl. I love the song. I do have one complaint about it, though.
What's that?
The whistling. I would hope that in future you refrain from doing any whistling in your songs because I love singing along to Jason Derulo songs. The problem is I never have been able to whistle.
Oh my goodness.
I can't whistle.
That's so unfortunate. That's a disability.
It is a disability. So it sounds weird when I'm in the car trying to sing along to It Girl because it is one of my favorite songs right now.
I'm sorry. Well, you can do the oh.
That's usually what I resort to. So I'm just putting it out there. If you're gonna do another album in the future, which I'm sure you will, let's lay off the whistling.
Just make sure so you could.
I know you've got asked this question so many times. You know, what is your It Girl?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I mean, she's out there somewhere, so I want to make sure that she knows who she is. She's somebody who is selfless, somebody who thinks about other people before she thinks about herself. Someone who likes to have a good time. You know, I'm nuts, so, I'd like her to be, in the same vein with that. Somebody who is intelligent, don't want to talk to a log. We have to be able to have a conversation. And someone that I can just have a good time with. I enjoy your company. Be my friend and my lover.
You're young, you're 22.
Yeah.
Did you ever, in a relationship, think you had found the It Girl?
Oh, yeah. I think in every serious relationship, you kind of think that's the person that you're going to be for the rest of your life. But, I'm a little older now, so I can kind of realize that that's not the case.
Okay, so put it on the record right now. You don't have an It Girl right now.
I don't, no.
Okay, the rumors that you and Jordan Sparks were hooking up on the side. Any truth to that?
No.
No? That's just a rumor?
It's a rumor.
You're very close with your fans on Twitter. You tweet a lot.
Yeah.
And I caught a tweet that you wrote just a couple days ago, and it kind of melted my heart a bit. It read, "A man that treats his woman like a princess is proof that he was raised by a queen."
Oh, yeah.
That is smooth.
Oh, thank you so much.
You, as a songwriter, must have, the killer pickup lines of all lines when you go out and party. Do you use them on girls?
Nah, I think it's important not to use them on girls. I feel like that's what kind of, turns the girl off at first. Those lines come in handy later, but when you're just meeting somebody, it's best to just be like, hey, I'm Jason.
Okay, so you save them. You put them in your pocket for when things get a little bit serious.
Yeah, put them in your pocket, and when it's time to, call in. If you really want something, if you really need something, you're having a little lonely night and you really wanted to come over. You pull out one of those nice little gifts.
Let's just say that we've been. I'm just daydreaming right now, but let's say we've been in a relationship for 6 months. And I'm busy, but you want me to come over? Come on, songwriter. You've got something. I know you do.
Well, I mean, something poetic.
Poetic. What's gonna make me come and see you?
I'm gonna be like, I got what you need. Come on over.
That's it? You gotta work harder than that if you want something like this. Okay,
I'm sure I could come up with something better.
I know you could. But is it true that, you're a songwriter, you never write down lyrics on paper?
Nah, I don't. Yeah, I feel like it dilutes the actual meaning of what I'm trying to say. If I'm speaking directly to you, it's more from the heart. It's straightforward. It's unedited. But when I'm on paper, it's like, oh no, that's not right. No, that's not good. No. But when I'm just speaking directly to the mic, it's all about the feeling, and that's what music is. It should be about the feeling, and it will make other people feel if you're feeling.
And everything that you write about, are they life experiences?
I don't want to say every single thing, but everything on Future History is my life experiences. But when I write for other people, it's not always my life experience.
So, okay, this is good because I wanted to ask you about Be Careful.
Yeah.
The song on Future History, one of your tracks. I remember one chick that I was messing with while I was in Connecticut. I met her after my show. I took her back to my room. The next day I had to go. I never thought it would get this deep. So that's true? True story?
Yeah, it got real deep.
How deep did it get, Jason?
Calling my family members, following me around the world, like popping up in different countries around the world.
Are we talking about a stalker?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Stalker. Grade A.
Okay, let's talk about the stalker. How'd you get rid of her?
How anybody gets rid of a stalker is restraining orders.
Or you write a song about her so she gets the message, right?
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure she got the message before the song. But I wanted to let everybody in. I mean, this whole album is like, you'll find all kinds of stories like this. I mean, it's just an open book. If you just read the lyrics like you're reading now, you'll see that it's like a journal.
And another track I wanted to talk about was Breathing.
Yeah.
There's some significance behind that one. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. My cousin passed away 2 years ago. So, I started off the song talking about this girl, that I was with, and I was missing her, and then some other emotions started to come in. So like the song is actually about two totally different situations. Like one of the verses is like a lovey-dovey kind of one, and the other one is just super personal.
You get really, really deep on this album, and I think that's the biggest difference from the first album for you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a growth element. I'm 22 now. I was 21 when I was writing the album, and it's like I wasn't afraid to put my emotions out on the album, and put my heart on the sleeve.
I got to ask you about this. Is it really, like, do you kind of have to pinch yourself when you find out that you have your very own app? I just discovered this last night. Jason Derulo has his own app.
I actually have two apps.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
you have two.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I'm an iPhone user, so to have my own app is pretty darn cool.
So you've downloaded your own app?
I did, absolutely. I download my apps. I buy my own album. I buy my singles.
Good for you. You've got to be, I think, your biggest fan before anyone else can be a fan of you.
Absolutely. It's more of like a tradition kind of thing too. Like I feel like most artists do that. That like they'll go to the store and buy the album, because it's like a special thing. It's like like memorabilia. It's like something that you remember. This is the album. This is the first copy of the album.
So you've actually walked into a music store and bought your own album.
Oh, absolutely. Every time, every time I had 9 albums. Both
Slow
times.
down there, Jason. This is the second, okay?
Yeah, I'm a veteran. I had 9 albums. Yeah, so every time I go like around 12 o'clock, midnight, because that's when the album comes out, and they put it on the shelf fresh, and I buy my copy.
I think that is really cool, and it just shows what a humble guy you are.
Oh, thanks. And then and it's really cool because I'm there at 12, and then there's like bands there at 12 too, because they're trying to get that.
And they're like, "This is weird. I'm just gonna say it, but you look a lot like Jason Derulo."